Hey, what's up everyone, Saintsfan here, and welcome to this week's Q&A video. Today we had some pretty awesome questions to answer, and we're just going to hop right into it with the first one from Source. Will there ever be a live fashion/car show again? So yeah, if you came out to the live stream yesterday, it was a mess. I mean, people kept blowing everyone up, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. So I think from now on, we're not going to do them live. Maybe, in a few months, we can try again, but yeah, for the foreseeable future, they're just going to be recorded. Unfortunately, I'll still try my best to do every console and just put it in one video, but yeah, no more live car show stuff because it just never works out. People are just going to be dickheads all the time. So yeah. Next question from Vinny. Why do you think the biker DLC was delayed? First off, and this has nothing to do with your question, but why do people keep getting upset when when people say that the biker DLC is delayed? They're like, oh, well, Rockstar didn't say it, so it's not delayed. But, I mean, to me, it has. If Yan says it, like, I trust Yan. Yan, since Rockstar is so secretive, we have to believe in Yan and Fun MW2. And if if one of them says that it's delayed, I'm going to say it's delayed. So, I don't get the big deal there. But why do I think it was delayed? I think it was delayed because it's not. Like, the conception of it right now is that it's just CEO stuff, but with bikes. And I believe that Rockstar are actually trying to do something different, something unique. It might have the same sort of structure as the CEO system, but I feel like it is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be something that's not just a copy and paste of what we already have. I'm assuming that's why, because if it was a copy and paste and it was just like, a couple bikes, couple clothes, a couple weapons, maybe some new missions here and there, you would think that wouldn't take them too long. So there's got to be a reason for it getting delayed if they're, taking their time and making sure everything's good. Next question from iAlexBullet. This isn't, well, I guess it is a question, but it's sort of like an idea, I guess, as well. So he said for sport races, just for races in general, I guess, he hates playing against people who ram others off tracks, and that's completely understandable. I hate that too. And I mean, my idea was just for the first, 15, 20 seconds of a race, everyone is in passive mode. You can't hit each other. Kind of like how in a GTA race, for the first 15 or so seconds, you can't blow anything up. But his idea, or his thought, was that if the host is a good sport, then he only gets paired against other good sport racers. And if the host is a bad sport, then he gets paired against other bad sport racers. And I guess there would be a way, in his idea, to sort of report people if they're good or bad. Now, I like that idea. Obviously, the downside is that would require Rockstar to make a reporting system, I guess, because sometimes in racing it's unintentional when you hit someone. So differentiating between that and an actual hit on someone, I don't know if you could do something automated because people would probably get classed as bad sports even though they're not, and there's just a lot of confusion there, I would imagine. If there was something that players could do, again, you have, just because, I was going back to the dickheads that play this game, that's not everyone. There's only a handful of them, but they're enough to make everyone else frustrated. But they would probably, falsely report people, and it's unfortunate. I think the best way, and the easiest way, not even the best way, but just the easiest way for Rockstar to get rid of it, and I know this only solves it in the first 10 or 15 seconds, and, if people, one actually interesting thing I saw, because I see this a lot in races as well, where some dude will just not finish, he'll just sit at, the start, or a little bit before the start, and especially if it's a lapped race, he'll just get in people's way, and, the only way to solve that is to have the always last place. So if they're in last place, they'll get killed. But, what if there was a way to say, if someone gets lapped, they get killed? Or, I don't know. Maybe they could implement some more features along those lines. Whether it's the one I said where, they make it so where you can't hit it, everyone's in passive mode for the first 20 seconds. Or where if you get lapped, you get blown up. Or, I don't know, some more features like that. I think that's probably the easiest way and maybe the best way to go about the whole dirty racing. Because, yeah, I definitely think, and I would like to see it get fixed. Next, from Hernandez, do you think that they will add character transfers back? And this actually ties into this next question from William, who says, do you think Rockstar actually has another massive ban wave incoming, considering they literally just shut down the character transfer option? So if you don't know, if you aren't aware, and I'm sure many people are actually, on the PS4, I don't know if you can do this on Xbox One or on PC or anything else, but on the PS4, from the PS3, you can transfer characters that are modded. They have $2 billion. They have everything unlocked. You can get some like weird clothes. You can put weird cars in your garages, and they're just modded because on the PS3 there's a mod menu, and people can just use those saves and transfer their characters to the newer consoles and the newer systems. And people were actually profiting off of this. Like, kids out there, they were charging money for these modded accounts, and that's obviously something Rockstar does not like. So to combat this, it seems that they have disabled the ability to transfer characters. Now, I don't know, because I have not tried transferring characters. I don't know if this works on like Xbox One and PC still. I don't know anything along those lines because I don't have a character to transfer. But yeah, on the PS4, they have taken the ability to transfer modded characters and just gotten rid of it for a temporary fix, I guess. And that leads into the ban wave. Like, if they're doing this and there's a ton of people out there, because this has been going on for a few months now, and if there's a ton of people out there with billions of dollars, I'm sure Rockstar are not happy about that. Now, I don't know how they could track that. I mean, I'm assuming they could probably see, like, oh, this guy has $2 billion. That's obviously not legit. And then they could ban him. So it wouldn't surprise me. I definitely think, man, and whether it's in the next patch or they just do a little minor patch or something before the biker update where they do have a massive ban wave, I could see that happening because, I mean, to have a massive ban wave right before a big DLC, you know, that's probably the best route for them, because then those people, if they still want to play, they'd have to actually go out and buy some shark cards or, you know, play the game instead of using their modded money. But yeah, that's I definitely, if you have a modded account, you just be wary, because like you might get banned in the next week, 2 or 3 or 4, whenever, if they ever decide to do it. JT, do you think Rockstar will show us anything at Gamescom? Well, that's actually over, and they didn't. There was a behind-the-scenes booth, like with a Rockstar logo on it, but I don't think anything came of that. The next thing, like I mentioned in a video about a week or 2 ago, September 7th is PlayStation's like little conference, so that's like the big rumor that Rockstar is going to show off something there. So that's the date to look out for anyone wondering about future GTA or just Rockstar content. Bryant, do you think they'll ever add better apartments to Paleto Bay? See, here's the thing with apartments in both Paleto Bay and Sandy Shores. I mean, that's something I always preach. I'm like, I want some more stuff to do up there. But I guess the problem lies in that the buildings in those two areas, they don't really cater to bigger apartments. Like, in the city, there's the high-rise buildings, which they could put big apartments in. But in Paleto Bay and in Sandy Shores, there's not really anything like that could fit a big apartment or a 10-car garage. So the problem, I feel like, and the reason there hasn't been any apartments and stuff up in Paleto Bay and Sandy Shores is Rockstar just doesn't know where to put them, because they have to find an empty building that they could use to make it into an apartment or into a garage. So yeah, I think that's the reason. Do I think we'll ever get better ones? I don't know, man, because it's gonna come down to if Rockstar wants to find a way to make that work. And then the last question, the question of the day from Call of Minefield, and this is a completely hypothetical question, so don't get mad at me. I'm just curious to see what the consensus is on this one. So he says, if future DLC is real, or the DLC video is real, like that leak, why would Rockstar charge for expansions even though they've made over $500 million? Well, the business side of things, businesses want to make money. They can have $1 trillion and they still want to make money. Like, at the end of the day, a business's job is to make money. Whether they have the money or not, they're there to make more money. So that's like the first thing that needs to be said. Why would they, if it's real, and this is where the hypothetical part is real. So for those not aware, there was a leak from a guy who apparently knows someone inside of Rockstar, and he said that I think there's going to be 4 pretty big DLCs coming out over the next couple of months. There's the biker, the cop DLC, a mansion DLC with pets, and I forget what the 4th one was, but there was another one that he had. And then he also mentioned that to wrap sort of GTA Online's DLC out, there was going to be, in 2017, Liberty City in North Yankton coming as a paid DLC, with I think like the casino and some other cool stuff. And then in 2018, there was going to be San Fierro and Las Venturas coming as a paid DLC. And the question is, why would they make them paid if all the other DLCs in GTA Online were free? Well, according to the guide, to the rumor, to the source, I guess, the reason they're doing these map expansions instead of a story mode DLC is just because the money comes in from GTA Online. Like, I guess in Rockstar's eyes, it's way more beneficial to them if they make GTA Online DLC over GTA Story DLC. And with a map expansion, that's come on, people. I definitely think people would pay $60 or $30. I don't know how much it would cost, but they would pay a lot of money for a map expansion, especially going to Liberty City, San Fierro, Las Venturas, North Yankton. Although North Yankton's they need to make that place a little bit better. But I don't know. I guess the question I want to ask you guys, and you guys can answer this in the comment section. Would you pay for, like, if this was real, would you pay, let's just say $60? Would you pay $60 for a map expansion that not only added, the maps, obviously, but added the casino, added a stock market, added new missions, basically like a new little experience for GTA Online? Sort of, I mean, it's as close as you're going to get to a story DLC for GTA Online. New place, new mission, new people, and all that. So let me know in the comment section if you would be down for that, or if you don't and you wouldn't want to pay for that at all. But yeah, that's it with that episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to ask me a question, just go on Twitter, use the hashtag AskSaints, and I will see it for next week's episode. See you all on the next one. Drop a like, subscribe. As always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.